House of Albany, the Dukes of Albany, Robert and then Murdac, are the people who have governed Scotland. They hold several earldoms, they're extremely important and powerful, and their network of friends and family spreads right across Scotland. So these are operators, these are people who have essentially almost squeezed the kings of Scots, Robert III and David, Duke of Rothesay, and James, out of the picture.
So Murdac has ended up being regent of Scotland for the last considerable period of time, and James appearing back on the scene, you might think comes to threaten him, but actually he sees an opportunity, and he's a politician and genuinely interested in trying to form a new government.
It was interesting for me to imagine him as someone who might have actually got extremely weary of the job of trying to manage these kind of unruly nobles, each of which was always kind of jockeying to who was going to be the most powerful and all looking at each other sideways to make sure that no one else jumped up above them, and be really welcoming the idea of someone coming in with a plan, an ideology, that going, no, we can have law and order, we can have peace, we can make it work if we just do this, and actually wanting to be James's ally, but then also being tainted with this backstory of what his family had done to James's family.
The thing that I like about him is that he is kind of a modern, he's a man out of his time in a sense, and I think that's really interesting. But he's also got to have all the other attributes of a head of a powerful family. So he's got to be violent, he's got to be loud, he's got to be very decisive, especially with his family, both with his eldest son and his wife.
There's a basis there for antagonism and rivalry between Murdac and James, and particularly, perhaps more pointedly, between Murdac's children, Murdac's oldest surviving son Walter and James, and they do have a much greater sense of antagonism and competition.
So it's a very edgy relationship with the possibility of a wonderful resolution and the possibility of a terrible resolution, and it's how that plays out again that creates the drama.
I think the things that I find really interesting about Murdac is this unusualness, that he is a man apart from a lot of the other people that were around at the time and very different, and also that he's kind of at this very difficult thing, he's sort of coming into himself, because he suddenly sees that in James I, there may be a person that can help bring peace and prosperity.